Welcome to the Melissa Show. Today will be a very special episode. I will be interviewing 4 main characters from the novel The Scarlet Letter. The first person I'll be interviewing is Hester Pride. Hey. Welcome. Thank you for coming to my show. Let's get started. So we all know your story, how you committed adultery. How did you feel when you first stepped out of the prison and noticed everyone judging you for your sin?
Well, it was really hard for me to go back out in town and see people that I've known all my life judge me so harshly.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, wow, like everyone hates me, but I feel like if it was someone else, it wouldn't be the same way. I feel like they don't understand until they're actually there.
Yes. As you were standing on the outskirts of town for your punishment, what were your thoughts going through your head?
Well, I felt so ashamed. I felt like I let my family down, but overall I think it's not about me anymore. It's about my daughter and me raising her in the right way instead of like worrying about the past.
Yeah, it's been very hard.
Yeah.
So we know you've kept Chillingworth's secret. Why did you decide not to say anything to Dinsdale?
Well, I thought, everything's already in a really bad situation. I didn't want to like make it worse, but I thought maybe Chillingworth would do something like wrong and like hurt me or my daughter. But it doesn't mean I didn't feel guilty. I felt really guilty about it.
You were just trying to keep your daughter safe, away from harm. What was it like to raise a daughter no one, including yourself, accepted?
Wow, it was really hard, like really hard. Every day, it's like, is she like even human? At first, I was like, what? But I don't know, I just had to like take it day by day because not everyone's gonna accept her, and I know that now.
Mm. What was going through your mind when you finally revealed to Dinsdale that his doctor was actually your husband and that he's been secretly poisoning him?
I thought, well, Dinsdale might hate me, but I was waiting for the right time to tell him. I couldn't just blurt it out, and I was thinking maybe Chillingworth is going to hurt him more or kill him, so I just waited for the right time and let it all out.
Okay, good. Coming, Hester.
Thank you for having me.
Okay. Welcome back. Let's welcome our next guest, Arthur Dinsdale. How did you feel when you saw Hester being punished for an equally committed sin between the both of you?
I guess you could say I was guilty. I felt like it was wrong for her to be punished and not me.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I didn't say anything for the longest time, but
Yeah.
just her being punished kind of had an effect towards me.
What made you finally admit that you were Pearl's father?
The guilt, it was kind of killing me with everything that was just happening to them, and so I wanted to be the father and I wanted to have a family.
It's unimaginable what you must have gone through. Did you ever suspect Chillingworth's real identity?
No, I didn't. I honestly thought he was just treating me. I mean, he was giving me medicine every day. He was giving me the things that I needed, and I never would have suspected that he was killing me. So.
How did you feel when you finally found out Chillingworth's identity?
Angry. Not as much at Hester than I was at Chillingworth and my own stupidity as to not knowing, like figuring it out.
Mm-hmm.
But I was angry at Hester for not telling me because, I mean, I was being killed and she didn't tell me.
Very understandable.
Yeah.
So what made you commit adultery?
A magician never reveals a secret.
Okay. Thank you for coming on my show.
No problem.
Okay, well,
That's it.
thank you. Now introducing our next guest, Roger Chillingsworth. Whatever, I'm Chillingsworth. What were your motives when you decided to get revenge on Hester and Dinsdale? I felt hurt that Hester would betray me while I was away. I thought she would always be there for me, but I guess you just don't get that with life. Why did you decide to poison the minister slowly instead of just killing him? The way I suffered, the way he treated me, I wanted to hurt him the way he hurt me all through my life! Did you trust Hester to keep your identity safe? Well, she knew if she revealed my identity, there'd be consequences. Very, very bad consequences. I don't even think she'd be on this earth. How did you feel when Hester told you to stop tormenting Dinsdale? When Hester told me to stop tormenting Dinsdale, I thought, why? He hurt me? I should get the best revenge on him. Did you decide to go on the same boat as Pearl, Hester, and Dinsdale to torment Dinsdale again? Of course I decided to go on the same boat as them. I wanted to make sure I ruined their lives. I wanted to kill all of them. But, well, that didn't happen. Do you believe you're the worst sinner between Hester and Dinsdale? I don't think I'm the worst sinner. They just had to put me in there because they both don't like me. I mean, he was a minister, they cheated on you, they cheated together. And did you sometimes wish things were different between you and Hester? Do you wish that you two could have been together again? No, I don't wish I had Hester back. She treated me so horribly. She was horrible to me. She said I was a bad sinner. No, she was a bad sinner. She cheated on me with the minister? What? Thank you, Mr. Chillingsworth, for coming on my show. Now, let's welcome our final guest, Pearl. Now introducing our next guest, Pearl. Hi, Pearl. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So first I'd like to ask a few questions. How did you feel when you inherited all your money from Chillingsworth, knowing he wasn't even your real father?
Well, I didn't feel bad because he tried hurting my parents numerous times and kind of deserved it. As a child, I was known as the demon child, and kind of to have what I have today, I feel like I deserve it.
When you and your mother disappeared, how did you feel?
I kind of didn't know what was going on at the time. I was 7 years old, so I didn't know why she did it, why we weren't with Dinsdale anymore, but now that I've grown up, I realized why she did it, and I think it was for the best.
Okay. Did you ever think you and your mother would ever come back?
I don't know, but I didn't want to come back because so many horrible things happened, and the stories my mother told me of what happened and everything, I didn't want to come back. I was kind of happy that I was away from all of that going on.
So with all the money you inherited, what have you done with all of it?
Gave some to my mom, charity, here and there.
So how's it like living in Europe?
It's great. After my mom moved back home, I decided I didn't want to because, no one really liked me there. And so I moved to Europe and I got married and I live with a happy family.
Good for you. Good for you. So how's your family back in Europe, your husband and your kids?
We're all good, happy, finally being happy.
Well, thank you, Pearl, for coming on to my interview today.
Anytime.
Thank you for watching a special edition of The Melissa Show, featuring the 4 main characters of the Scarlet Letter. Sadly, most of them died from natural causes or old age. Most of them just moved away and started a new life. Thank you, and have a Merry Christmas.